Today guys, we're going to be looking at what remains of the clay sidings on the Heathfield line, Heathfield branch. And this is the abandoned segment here, so let's go along and see what we can find. The East Golds Works, join the line. It's a little bit further up. It is abandoned, and I'm not going to go near to the actual junction, as a junction will be active. Here is the Heathfield line again here. Let's see if we can go up and onto that. Let's see if we can go up on here. And that is a cracking view of Newton Abbot Racecourse. So that is the Heathfield branches there. This is all gone. There's the main line. So we have here a void. Yeah, I have a void there. Let's go up onto here. You can see it's just totally overgrown at this end. It would have gone into there. So what we need to do is get over onto the Heathfield. So I really don't know why they took up the flooring to that. Somebody walking below there. So this will go down to the junction. Let's see if we can see where the siding came off it. So unless there's a parallel bridge here, it must have come off somewhere here. Oh, there's a parallel bridge. There's a little void there as well. So I cannot really go any further. So we'll be on the main junction. Yeah, that is the main line. Just here. It pretty much was a separate line then. Separate line running alongside. Some nasty haulers here actually. I'm not going to get through there. I'll go back over down to where the actual siding goes into the works. There's a homeless encampment down there. I do think the people who are living there have now moved on. We'll have to see when we get down there. Actually, look how wide this area is here. It looks as though the siding would have gone up through there, just by the shape of the bridge. It would have run into there. There's a new building there. It's probably been built on the course of the line. I don't know how the homeless people get down to this encampment, whether they walk along here or what. You could come in from this end or the far end. Here would have been sidings there. Looks like the window has been broken there. I think people here have suffered from vandalism, unfortunately. Somebody's actually had fires on the track here. Actually set light to the sleeper. This end here just look abandoned. This is Newton Bridge, and there would have been quite a few sidings just where this bridge is. Let's see what's there. Is there anybody living here? Let's have a look. We have sidings in there. Let's look at this side. And it's now been broken up. When I was here a week ago, it was still standing. It's now been smashed to the floor. Don't look as though there's anybody actually staying here anymore. Sorry now that people here were possibly using heroin, so stay off drugs. I can clearly see there was something, a spur. I think there's a spur came off the little junction there, and it must have gone into there. There's basically a little shunt. And the photos I've seen, the actual clay line, so it went in, just there, it went in that side, and we'll have a look at that soon. There are some sidings down under here. I think these would have gone into maybe where those buildings were, just further up. Actually have a lever there, look. So there is stuff here still. And it's just too overgrown to even follow. So it kind of looks like a bit of a drinkers' hangouts. Another line, there's a second line there, like. It's actually more of an angle. The angle seems to be going across like that. And I reckon there's another line here. Come through there. Through there. This is a new building, so I kind of guess it would have gone a lot further. There's people down there, so yeah, it would have gone in there. So there must have been a area of sidings. Would have met here, the two lines coming out of there, just join up just here. I guess they went up there and met the Heathfield line. Really overgrown there now. Let's have a look, see what we can see the other side. There must be remains of this. There are these golds. It's just over there. Let's have a look. Thankfully it hasn't rained for quite a while. It does look wet, so the stream goes underneath there. That's the line went over the top. Here it is. I do have cutters with me if I need to use them. This is these golds clay siding. Right there, so let's try and follow it. I've never actually seen a plan of the layouts here. You just kind of come here and try and figure it out for yourself. I have a building here, look. Signs of a temporary roof and plant pots. Miracle grow bags. And somebody's been growing something there at one stage. Possibly something illegal. The only image I've seen of this is a large wall on the right of the siding, and here it is. And there is the line still. So that is the clay. It's the clay works just up there. Too overgrown here now. see it's a lot clearer here. The line, these Gold's lines obviously finished by the time you get to this stage. So these Golds must finish somewhere in there, and there is the works. So just literally feet away from the Heathfield line. This is the old canal. It will fill with tidal water.